Airbnb versus hotels. Which is more popular, better for family and friends, value versus price? Hotel room or Airbnb? That is the eternal debate between travelers ever since the $1.3 billion company was created in 2007, and it's a particularly important question in the new normal as we slowly make our way out of forced hibernation. There are dozens of reasons to choose one or the other, and in the end, it all comes down to your particular preferences, style, what you're traveling for, and with whom. But before you jump to any conclusions, in today's video we'll cover some pretty amazing reasons that make a case for hotels as well as for Airbnbs, and some really shocking ones that may push you away from one or the other. So get ready as we help you decide whether it's better to book a hotel room or a vacation rental for your next trip. But first, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more videos about traveling in the new normal. Which is more popular? Okay, so before we actually begin to discuss which is better, let's first have a look at which type of accommodation people around the world actually prefer. There were roughly around 700,000 hotels around the world by the end of 2019, totaling 15.5 million rooms. That year, on average, about 70% of all the rooms were occupied at any given time. This means that there were almost 11 million rooms rented and occupied every day of 2019 around the world. What a number! On the flip side, there are currently about 7 million listings on Airbnb, adding to about 21 million rooms available for rent. But with an average occupancy rate of only 17.5%, that works out to a little under 4 million occupied rooms per day. So hotels are still around 3 times more popular than Airbnbs, but that's set to change in the wake of the pandemic. Keep watching to find out why. How did Airbnb manage to disrupt the lodgings industry in only 17 years? Are Airbnbs really that great, or is there something else that's tipping the scale? Keep watching to learn some of the most important pros and cons that set hotels and Airbnbs apart from one another. You'll find more than one reason to choose your favorite. The live like a local charm. One of the best things about booking Airbnbs is the fact that no two listings are the same. All properties are completely unique and many are truly one of a kind. Sometimes you actually get to live in someone else's home. That means that you'll truly experience what living like a local means in your destination. That's something no hotel can offer, unless it's a rare boutique hotel or something. We'll be the first to admit that this isn't for everyone, as some people feel like they're intruding on someone else's privacy, and they tend to feel a tad uncomfortable. But there are other listings that are guest houses or guest suites, and some are entire custom-built homes for bookings alone, but with the style and personality of each particular host. Thumbs up, Airbnb! Airbnbs are a lot cheaper than hotels. This is probably the number one reason so many people choose Airbnbs and vacation rentals in lieu of a hotel room. While it's not always the case, you can find some pretty sweet deals, like entire houses for 6 that go for under $100 per night, and sometimes a lot less. For example, you'll find awesome 3-story beach houses in Outer Banks, North Carolina that can sleep 16 or more guests and will only set you back $90 per night. Unheard of for a hotel. Hotel rooms cost on average $125 per night, so after working out the numbers for a group or family staying at an Airbnb is 4 times cheaper than at a hotel. That's another point for Airbnb. Hotels offer much better service than Airbnbs. This is one of the number one reasons most people prefer hotels to Airbnbs: the service. There's nothing better than getting off your Uber, checking in at whatever time you want, and going to your room, which is completely clean, with a made bed, a hot shower waiting for you, and a good rest. If anything comes up, help is only a phone call and a couple of minutes away. You'll usually get someone at the front desk who will be able to attend to your needs in your own language, while most Airbnb hosts around the world only speak their native language and basic English at best. Having 24/7 service in your own language at your fingertips can save you a lot of frustrations when you travel. That's a point for hotel stays right there. Hotels offer guarantees, and you always know what to expect. If you make a reservation at a hotel, you're almost certain that they will deliver. If by any chance something comes up that they can't get you your room as was promised, most hotels will give you an even better option, an upgrade or extra pampering for your troubles at no extra cost. For Airbnb, however, hosts may cancel your booking sometimes only days or even hours before your arrival, which can be a real nightmare. Way to go, hotels! Room service, a hotel exclusive. What can be better than staying at a fancy hotel and ordering a hot meal at 3 in the morning because you're still jet lagging 6 time zones away? Having room service that is a phone call away is a luxury you won't get in an Airbnb. If you feel hungry at 3 a.m., you gotta get up and make your own food just like you do at home. This alone could be a deal maker or deal breaker for many, although there are also many who never order room service at all. Airbnbs offer more space to unwind. There are some tiny little love nests on Airbnb, but in general, most listings are entire houses with living rooms, dining rooms, family rooms, even a pool, a spa, and more, all for your private use. So you're not only renting a square room, you're getting enough space to walk around, unwind, read a book, play board games with the family, and simply relax. Yes, you can get similar accommodations in a big presidential suite or something similar, but never for less than $100 per night. Check-in and check-out options. Hotels, especially big ones, usually keep staff 24/7 in the front desk, so you can check in or out at any time. This is a convenience you don't usually get with Airbnbs, since you usually have to go through a lot of back and forth messaging, emailing, and calling in order to meet somewhere or to get the entry door code for the listing. Having to go through that when you just arrived from a red-eye flight is something no one wants. The convenience of your own kitchen and fridge. If you're young and thrifty, you'd probably avoid room service and even dining out when you travel. You may prevent going off the beaten path to try exotic and cheap street food or even some local delicacies here and there, but bringing food back to a hotel can be rather frustrating if you don't have a decent-sized fridge. Having your own kitchen will let you buy and bring home all sorts of local produce, like cheese, pastries, sweets, or locally brewed beers, wines, and other spirits. You can also try cooking with local ingredients to unleash the chef within, something you just can't do at any hotel. You won't have to make your own bed when staying in a hotel. This is another great selling point for hotels. Imagine spending a full day touring around a new and unknown city and coming home all sweaty and tired to an untidy bed and a dirty room. That won't happen if you stay at a hotel, as daily cleaning service is always provided. Although some of the luxe properties on Airbnb do offer complimentary housekeeping, that is a rare find, so you'll most likely have to clean and tidy up yourself. But then again, many people opt out of daily housekeeping at a hotel nowadays too. Location. In terms of location, you'll always find the best hotels in the best tourist spots in town. Super luxurious resorts often own many of the best beaches in the world, which makes staying there very tempting. However, you can also find some very unique Airbnbs, both near those same locations and in places where you won't find any hotels at all, now or in the future. This means that you'll be able to visit places that you never thought of before. Local gems far away from the crowded tourist attractions, but which will provide a unique experience nonetheless. So, in terms of location, we'll call it a tie. Hotels offer loyalty programs. Free stays, complimentary room upgrades, a personal concierge, snacks and drinks and other gifts are some of the ways big hotel chains like Hilton or Marriott Bonvoy reward their most loyal customers. Reaching the higher elite statuses in hotel loyalty programs can mean a world of difference in your hotel experience, all without spending an extra dime. These kinds of perks are currently only available for hotel stays, as Airbnb has yet to roll out a loyalty program of its own. Until then, we'll give a thumbs up to hotels. COVID-19 safety. The pandemic is the force that is currently shaping our travel options and experiences, and staying safe while away should be the #1 priority on all our lists. While most hotel chains have implemented many different sanitizing measures and contactless check-in and check-out, staying at a hotel still means coming into contact with many people, from staff to other guests, as well as breathing in the same circulated air in the entire hotel building. That simply won't be an issue if you book an entire house all for yourself, which is why many people today prefer booking Airbnbs. Besides, hosts are also fitting their properties with the same contactless technology. Some are leaving 4 days between bookings and applying enhanced cleaning for extra safety. So in terms of corona safety, Airbnb takes the gold. Some case studies. Even after going through these pros and cons, it's also important to consider what you're traveling for and with whom before we make our decision. Here are 3 case studies to give you more information before deciding. Case study number 1. Traveling solo. If you're in town for business and have a busy schedule, you'll probably want someone else to take care of cleaning, making the bed, and keeping your room at the ready at all times while you close the next deal. If this is the case, you'll probably be better off with a hotel room. But if you're just backpacking in a foreign land and only need a nice and comfortable place to crash, where you can take care of your things like if you were at home, while saving hundreds of dollars per night, then you should definitely pick an Airbnb. Case study number 2. Traveling with children. We all know that traveling with kids can be difficult and requires a lot of planning ahead. While many Airbnbs include family-friendly amenities like cribs, high chairs, and even children's toys, many hotels can also provide similar services and much more, such as special turn-down service for the kids, bedtime stories, and even daycare services. It comes down to doing your research and comparing the available options side by side, but it's usually better to have someone close at hand if your kid wants a late-night snack. Case study number 3. Traveling in large groups. When traveling with a big group of friends or family, it's usually much better to book an Airbnb. When you do, odds are you'll be renting a whole villa for yourself, and there are some mansions that will put any luxury 5-star hotel to shame. Of course, this isn't going to come in cheap, but once you start doing the math and comparing it to what it would cost for the same number of people to stay in a hotel in the same location, chances are you'll end up paying a lot less. There's also the fact that having a whole house for the group will be a lot more fun, since you'll get more opportunities to come together, talk, and have a blast than at a hotel where, after 10 p.m., everyone goes to their own room and amenities are shared with the general public and other hotel guests. Are there any other reasons for choosing hotels or Airbnbs that you think we missed? Do you prefer feeling like at home away from home when you travel, or would you rather pay extra for the convenience of room service and housekeeping? Let us know in the comments section below, and while you're at it, remember to give us a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos. Thanks for watching!